When you think about it, 15 ms compared to, yeah, I agree. I was still saying it's slower. Like, I'm definitely still slower. It's just, it's not like I just have 50 to 100 ms, right? Morning, Nate. Morning, Gio. Yeah, medium impact news. PMI, Chicago PMI, 945. That's all right. I don't expect that to do much. If you guys don't mind, if we can get 30 likes on live, I would love that. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate that. Do our best, right? Let me change this. So counter spoof today, up $50. Probably break even after commission. Dex array over here, apparently up $200. Not sure how. I didn't see a Dex array trade. Maybe I missed it. And then trespass down 250 because we had an open the trade that was 10 seconds into the open, and then so whatever. And then on the right side we had again a Dex array trade right at the open, which lost 225, 250. Then we had a trade that instantaneously entered us and exited us for like a 1-tick loss. And then we had 2 trades that hit first target but didn't fill us, and then stopped us out at break even. So it's not a bad start. It's just an unlucky start.
What up, homie? I'm resetting my sim account today.
Nice, Nate. Nice.
Living the dream, buddy.
Overall, though, I mean, it's really not a bad
start.
So
I am going to sim trade for the next 2 weeks.
30 likes in live. We got about 15 right now. So
cool. Just so you know, your all your voice is being broadcast over YouTube live right now. Just FYI.
And the Dex array trade we just missed, and
so good morning, everyone.
Come on, man.
World.
We're off to a good start so far.
French press coffee, so I'm ready.
Ooh, nice. I have some basic Keurig coffee.
My market order.
Anything's good if you put more sugar in it.
Entry at.
It's true. I just mute Joey's stream so that it's great. You know what I mean? I want to hear him too, but if someone's trying to watch this, they have to listen to that and me and watch this, and they don't see what he's doing, and just gotta cut down on the noise a little. Had an interesting night last night in terms of trading. Pull up the trade report here. So sim test 3. No, was it sim test 3? We have to tone this down. This has got too much dates in it. I changed everything late last night. But if I go to hours, this is really interesting what happened overnight. So, and I think it's good to look at this in context with the chart. So on the 5-minute chart last night, we can see that between 1 and 3, market is coming down, and then it starts to bounce right here. And interestingly enough, we didn't get any trades between 2 and 3 a.m. So this whole area where it was just ranging down, absolutely nothing. And then when it started to bounce right here, we started to get good trades. So in the 3 o'clock hour, we had 5 trades with a 100% win rate. And in the 4 o'clock hour, we got 4 trades with a 75%. So we went 3 out of 4. Not bad, right? And then I wanted to show the impact of my trailing stop loss strategy that I put in as well. Because so a normal trade is going to net $50. That's gonna be going up and triggering the stop loss to move up, and it's going to capture $50 as 10 ticks. And you can see sometimes we get a little slippage on the exit. That's $45 was a slippage. Lost one tick on the exit right there. But the upside is also, so that's the normal upside, and so anytime it's over $50, it's benefiting from the trailing stop loss. So there's a $90 trade, a $75 trade, $55 trade. So only got one extra tick. Whoop! But look at this, $195. That's why we're doing this. We just got a $195 trade at 4:32 a.m. last night. So it caught that winner and hung on to that trade till it trailed up quite a bit. So that's pretty sweet. So that's why we did that. So we're not capping our upside potential. So that's interesting. And then if I switch over to the Apex account, during that same period, or not same period, this is all this morning. Our last trade was $96.90 net of commissions. And we had an $86.90 winner this morning as well on the EA account. And this $78, that's a bummer. There's another trade that didn't get captured. I had an error, and my Apex account disconnected from NinjaTrader, and when I got it back connected up, it had lost $100. So I had a $100 loser in here that I don't know if it just auto liquidated because I lost connection from NinjaTrader or what, but thankfully that wasn't worse. Yeah, oh wow, we lost a bunch. Shoot, we lost some trades here, boys. We lose right here. Trade number 6 lost $108. How? That shouldn't even be possible. I wonder if that's the one I was talking about and it just barely came through. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't understand that. But anyway, we're cooking along. Trying to see if we can pick up some wins here. Just one right there. Look at this tanking chart, man.
You know, if the simulated data feed in NinjaTrader
just lost one right there. That was stupid.
Is
that was
live.
A boneted trade. A simulated data feed in which what? I have no idea.
In NinjaTrader.
I don't even know. Okay. No idea. Look how whippy this is. Look at that. Our order got killed right there. I'm going to have to close this manually. This sucks. Come on, get down there. Are you freaking kidding me? What? This is bad. Our ATM strategy died and we don't have a stop loss.
How much is it down now?
I'm break even right now. I'm waiting. I think we can catch. I think I'm actually gonna catch some profit here. So. Oh shit. Then I entered another trade. I just had to manually close. Dude, that pisses me off. Like, what the actual hell? That just creamed us, guys. So then it enters another trade while that one's active, and now I can't see what the hell's going on between the two. And I have another. Then you have another contract added in. So I'm sitting there managing the one that's open, and it takes another trade. Like, okay, so I have to remember that if I ever have that happen again, I have to disable. I have to disable the strategy on the button so it doesn't enter another trade while I'm trying to manage that.
The close button is your friend, also.
It is. That's how I got out of it. But I was waiting to hit it because the price was coming down. It had gone short, and the stop loss order didn't get placed on Apex. And then because it didn't work, it didn't go in, and then it just left it naked. So I just have a naked contract sitting there with no take profit or stop loss. And then while I was trying to manage the exit on that with the close button, the strategy entered another trade. So now it's netting my positions. When I was like, so that cost like, I don't even know, because I was positive on the trade like $80 when I hit the close button, or before enter the next one, and then it netted them, and then it ended up being a loser. Like what the heck, man? Okay, yeah, enable the strategy again here. I'm just taking a minute to cool off after that because that was a disaster. I think I'm going to wait for this price action to settle a little. We'll probably potentially get a V-shaped reversal on this because this is dropping so far so fast. I'm guessing we're going to have it. It's going to bottom out somewhere and bounce and reclaim a lot of this ground that it just lost, I think. No guarantees, but look at the 60-minute chart here. Giant candle there. I can't go back any further. Data series. Gotta load more days. So you have this bounce from yesterday. So it tested this level yesterday. We're basically in the same level. And it bounced off of it yesterday. So we may push through it on this retest of that level there. So we could end up pushing through that. So we'll either get a bounce or we're gonna get it. It's gonna actually sweep through that liquidity and drop more. I don't want to lose the benefit of the volume that we have right now, but I don't want to. The reality is I'm just a little bit pissed off and emotionally triggered by that thing that just happened. So I'm kind of feeling the need to. So next time the order of operations is if we lose control of the trade like that again and the train's running off the rails, I'm trying to manage a position and not take a big loss. What has to happen is I have to disable this trespass button. I'd probably disable all of them. Because that took me, I had time to do it. If I would have. I just didn't think about the fact that it would decide to randomly take another trade while I was doing that. That's like how planes crash. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's literally how airlines crash. They get too many things going on at once, and before they can figure out which way is up, the workload just gets too high for the crew to manage, and they can't decipher the data they're receiving fast enough to make a good outcome.
Hey,
So.
that's why Hitler was doing speed.
Yeah, I guess.
He was on like every which drug they could put him on.
Yeah. But going back into that airline thing, I did because I've been a nerd for aviation my whole life, even though I'm not really an aviator. I did goof around with model airplanes for a long time, and I'm quite an accomplished RC airplane pilot, but that's not the same thing. But anyhow, I went through a phase where I was watching a bunch of like YouTube content that was focused on giving insights to the aviation community on what goes wrong during incidents. And it's just really interesting to see like how often an airworthy airplane does crash because of judgment errors and also just because of incongruency between the sensor data that the pilots are getting, and they have confirmation bias, what they think is wrong, and they're looking for support for that instead of objectively just trying to understand what they're seeing, because you have like a knee-jerk reaction of, oh, this is what's wrong, and then they lean into that, and they have a lot of times contrary evidence coming from other data sources, but because their confirmation bias is steering them in that direction, it gets ignored until it's too late. So that's a human nature thing that we have. Like, our mind wants to take shortcuts. We want to say, I've seen this problem before, and jump to conclusions. And it's and the reason why we do that is because it usually works.
Yeah, a lot of times it works.
It usually works. We like to have it's like when you go shopping, you have behavior patterns that you stick to, because why do I want to make the decision again on which milk or which creamer or which cereal or coffee brand or whatever it is, what brand do I like? Well, I like this brand. Well, that one came out and I haven't tried it, and it's been out for 3 years, and it's like, well, that's because I buy this one. I don't make that decision again. It's already made. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So our minds like to do that. We like to take those mental shortcuts when we can. Okay, I'm going to engage this again. It's still pretty whippy, but should have a pretty strong bias towards. I don't even know. I actually could just chop right here now. I thought, it's just going to go long for a while now. But this could just be a pullback. Okay, it went short just barely. It won that trade. Just a regular $50 winner right there. So our max P&L was at $200, and we're at 105 right now after that winner. So that one trade going off the rails really hurt us. Reminds me of that time in the Phantom of the Opera when they're like, the diva lady almost gets smashed by the stage, the curtain rod thing falls off or whatever, and she almost gets hit by it, and they're like, well, these things do happen, and she's like, what? Stop them from happening. Hey there, mistaken. The PC specs are actually, this is a Breeze House account. So I believe it's 4 cores with 8 gigs of RAM on a breezehouse.io VPS. I'll type that in here. They have a trading VPS. It's like $30 a month. Go. Oh, we lost that one. That was a big loser. Why'd that lose so much? Ouch. Well, I guess it was $70. That's the normal. Yeah, I don't think it does really well when the market is trending. Trespass doesn't do well when the market is trending. And right now we're at the bottom of this price range, like I showed earlier on the 60-minute chart. We're bouncing off the same level, or we're hitting resistance to the downside at the same time. This is yesterday's kind of V-shaped reversal that we had, and it's bouncing off that same level right now, so it could get a little choppy here for a while. Win. I don't like this. I don't like it. Oh, great. What's happening? Go away. See, we just had that happen again. And it took a Dexarray trade over the top of a trespass trade. So between those two are net $15 positive. What? But why is it entering 2 trades at the same time? I thought that wasn't a thing. I thought that wouldn't be a thing. I was wondering if I need to disable Dex and counter spoof right now and just let it do trespass only. I'm gonna do that. I feel like that connection to Apex, just like to Tradeovate, it just can't. handle the volatility or something. Like things are moving too fast for it. So, mistaken if you're still here.
Me?
No, the person that's typing in the chat here. Mistaken is the handle. That Breeze Host IO has like a 13 or 12 or something like that MS ping to the CME servers. So it's located in Chicago. And that's why I'm using that, just to get a little better fills. I did that before they came out with limit orders on the settings, and because my ping to Chicago from where I am in Utah is 50 ms, so it's quite long for market orders. Just they don't get in time. So that slippage on the entry ends up normally, like, it was just killing the trades. They were just my win rate was very low. But with these new limit orders, it may be better. I don't know. Maybe I could get away without the VPS, but it makes me feel good to have it. It doesn't look like I've gotten any ES trades. Win. Nice. Small winner. Maybe I'll go over this real quick to show you guys. You saw that everything got super zoomed out during that trade. So let me just show what I'm doing with this ATM strategy here. I put my profit target at 400. So that's why it zooms way out, because the profit target's never going to be reached while it's in that trade. It's a placeholder basically to keep it from taking a second trade over the top of it. And then we put this chasing strategy in here. So in either case, we're maintaining this 10 ticks of profit. So you can see that's 12 minus, or 12. Profit trigger starts at 12 and moves our stop loss up to plus 10. If it happens to blip right past 12 and we hit the 16, then it maintains that same 10 ticks of profit and then chases it. So each tick it goes up above 16, we're gaining 1 tick of profit. And as I'm looking at this, I'm sitting here going, do I really want to leave that at 6? But I'm going to leave it alone for now, because it's keeping us in the trade a little longer. And I've had some nice results with it, capturing more profit on the, like last night we had one trade that made almost $300 on a single contract with that strategy. And several that are $80, $90, $100 trades. So that one, a little winner right there. That's good. Slowly gaining ground here. Got to march towards that 53,000. We're a long ways away from it still. See if we can see how we're doing on these. So these are net of commissions. So this 46.90 is going to be the normal win net of commissions. So this 61.90 was higher. We got this 106.90 right there. So anything over this, basically anything over $50 is because of that change in the strategy. I gotta go take a peek at what's happening in Joey's stream. Is he up? Is he down? Oh, his 8 range ES sim is up $1,000. Nice.
Nice.
Very cool. Oh, he's using 4 contracts though. He's slinging it. He just lost $200. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Go take a peek at Aramir's. See if he's live.
I like watching Joey's channel. Joey's good people.
Oh yeah. I've gotten a lot of benefit out of the collaboration in his we just lost a trade there. The collaboration in his Discord's been really good. So Aramir is currently flat. I don't know if he's taking any trades or not, but he's at $0. Looks like he's trading NQ on a 144 tick chart. I wonder what his settings are. A lot more restrictive than mine, obviously. Come on, get down there. Okay, we won that one. That's good. Hoping we can catch one of these runners again and so if I change this to hours, did not do well between 8 and 9, between 9 and 10, We're at $150 between 10 and 11. We're at a little over $60 so far. We've taken 5 trades and our win rate's 60%. We took 10 trades during the previous hour for a win rate of 70%. So a trade every 10 minutes or so is probably actually a decent pace. It tried to take a sell right there. I'm glad that didn't get filled. I don't think that was going to work out well. We'll see. See if this drops right here. Because I think we already would have hit our... I think we would have won that. But here it goes back the other way. Okay, we're in a short here. Oh, we just won that one. Nice, look at that. Very cool. See what that did to our report here. It eked it up a little bit. Because we had that loser in between. We're in another short here. Oh, what's going on? It tried to move the stop loss up and it didn't work. It tried to move the stop loss up and we lost that trade instead of maintaining our 10 ticks. Getting those orders into trade of 8 is a bitch, man. I'm getting pissed off about that. Like, why is it so hard to get an order in there? Oh well. Brush it off. It's just a flesh wound. I think I'm gonna tone that down to like 100 ticks though. Let's tone this down to 100 ticks so it doesn't zoom out so far. The chances of it getting there is still like slim to none. Well, I don't know. If it made $300, how many ticks is that? 300 divided by 5. I can't math right now. It's like 60. Yeah, like 60 ticks. So it could happen. Let's go with 150. There, we just replaced it. So we'll be able to see the price action a little bit better when it enters a trade. But yeah, going 150 ticks without a 6 tick pullback, like, when's that going to happen? If we actually hit that profit target, we're going to be happy anyway. Grinding up here. Go back to a 5-minute chart. Is this the reversal I was talking about? Could be. It's really the first green candle here, though. So watch us get a short trade right up here at the top. Nope. Okay. I feel like that's where we've been seeing them happen. Joey's going through some settings right now. Let's check ours, see if our Dex is taking any trades. I have to check my, I'm wondering if those are even engaged, actually. Let's make sure they're actually turned on. Yeah, they're turned on. This one hasn't taken any trades today. This one doesn't look like it really has either. This is very close to the default settings that Connor pushed out. But since we're actually actively trading the NQ, I'm going to keep it over there for now because I have to manage these. Like, I don't want to leave this unmanned for more than a few minutes at the most because it keeps on having those little panic attack moments. Or the stop loss order can't get moved in time, it cancels it, and they end up losing the trade like I did last time. Like, we should be $100. Actually, we should be like $90 higher. Or like, no, more than that. It should be 50 plus 70. $120 we lost right there. Because of that stop loss not getting moved correctly. Because it tried to move it up. We would have maintained our 10 ticks. And instead we ended up losing $70. So the net of that, $120. Maybe that chase is too close, but I don't want to change it. Just gonna call that bad luck. Tell you what, if I had been trading with like 4 contracts, I would have taken that. When we were up $200, I would have said, that's it for today. We're up $800. Good enough. But I'm going to change this to 1 minute just to see the volume. Kind of feels like our volume's tapering off here. We've lost a lot of volume. Just really in a lot of chop right here. You can't take any trades because of this. This threshold for a bias can't be met right now. I believe that's at 56%. Yeah, you can see when it jumps over 56, it gets a bias there. So we may not get any trades for a little while here. Get a little deeper into this consolidation or have it start breaking out and our trade pace will pick up maybe. But right now we're gonna and as my friend Andrew likes to say, this is a bear flag.
I do like to trade flags.
Does this look like a bear flag right now?
Not yet.
But it's kind of forming, right?
Yeah. If it comes back down to that, to the bottom, to the base of that candle, that green candle, and it holds and then gets restricted again at the top, that'll be your confirmation.
Excuse me. So if we were trying for a Superman entry, this would be the entry point right here. For long. The top of this candle right here. Basically the thesis would be that we'll get a bounce off of this candle somewhere in this range. And you could possibly get like a 2-to-1 profit off that one, off the bounce. We just lost another trade. That sucks. I didn't see what happened. But we chose poorly. So we'll see if it pushes through. It'd be interesting to see if it breaks through this level right here without retracing. If we're looking for a 1-minute entry, we would be clear down here, is where we'd be trying to get filled for a long. And that's based on this candle closing above this fractal high here. So you'd be trying to get filled at the top of this candle. Just put a little mark on there just for fun. It's a sloppy mark. Should use the horizontal line button, huh? Oh, I gotta take a call here. Okay, so that was my wife. My son is home from school. He's in 2nd grade. And it's Halloween today, and she was just saying, hey, why don't you go see how he's feeling? See if maybe he wants to go and be in the little Halloween costume parade. So I'm going to have to see if I can make that happen. So I may have to switch this over to a sim account since I won't be here to watch it. I gotta step away. I'll leave the stream active, but I'm not gonna be manning it for possibly up to an hour. So whippy. Whip. Okay, so let's see if we would have entered right here. Would we have gotten stopped out? Our stop loss would have been down here. So look at that, would have been so far a pretty nice trade. You have a profit target that's like right here. If it hits up to that level, it would have made like what, $300 or $400. So that tapped that level that I have there. It tapped it. So I could have had one manual trade that outperformed everything I've done on L2 today. We have a retest here. That wouldn't even be a bad entry right now, to be honest. Since it's the second time, it could go down through and potentially be not great, but we could have got a 2-to-1 trade right there, though. Right here, this little peak, that would have been, that met the criteria for a good entry based on another system that I learned. Oh, great. I stepped away for a second, come back to being in the hole. I don't like this trade. Sweet. I'm going to turn this off for a while. I actually think I'm going to call it right there. I'm going to call it right there. We're down $165 now. After being up 200. That's a pretty crappy swing. And I'm just not loving it. I want to wait for this chart to decide what it's going to frickin' do. We're in this grinding consolidation right here. I don't think this is good trading conditions for an algo at all. So I'm going to go ahead and stop trading it for right now. It's right now 10 o'clock. I'm going to come back in an hour and a half. Actually, I'm going to go, let's hit up this report again from yesterday. And see, like, when did we have good time yesterday? Actually, it's going to be this one, I believe. So between 1 and 2, between 1 and 3, yesterday was pretty good. And then later in the evening, and you can see this whole like from 10 to 1 was did nothing but lose. So I'm going to take that as a cue. We're at 1040 right now. It makes sense to not be trading in this. Volume kind of drops, market gets stale and stagnant, doesn't want to move in a direction at all. So that's interesting. So we'll come back around this bottom of the lunch hour and hop back on then. Just gonna skip this whole time period here. Just going off of yesterday. So we go ahead and end for now. Thanks for tuning in, those that have watched. Appreciate you. And I'm going to go ahead and hop back on an hour and a half. See ya.